Hello, my name is I Sniff Cheese Sticks, and today we are going to acknowledge the fact that I am a huge music nerd. Alright? There's that. Out of the way, out of the question. So, as a result of me being a huge music nerd, I have a record collection, and I'm going to go through that because I have a lot. If you looked at the thumbnail, I have a lot of records. It's going to take a while to go through all of them, so I'll give all of them a brief introduction, and we'll just go from there. So this is a record that I actually just bought. I haven't opened it yet. The inside is a little this thing right here. So Blink-182, California pop punk band, very famous, and they've made many hits like All the Small Things, What's My Age Again, Damn It, Adam's Song, like a bunch of random hits. If you saw earlier, this is a double LP. Both discs are black, and this is Blink-182's greatest hits right here. Here's the front, here's the back, and the inside. Look at that. All the lyrics to all of those songs that are on this thing. There's a total of 18 songs on this thing, and out of all of them, my favorite is Damn It. This album right here is from multi-talented extraordinaire Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino, and this is his record, Awaken My Love. This album has a lot of, funky bops here and there. And here is the inside. R&B album, absolute masterpiece, black disc. Amazing album. So yeah, Childish Gambino, Awaken My Love, R&B super project. A bunch of bangers on this thing, but if I had to choose one, it would be Me and Your Mama. Coldplay, Parachutes. Very famous indie band to come from the UK. A lot of people live and die by this album. Here's the back, and here's this. Black disc, same old. But yeah, Coldplay, very famous band. And favorite song on this thing is definitely Sparks. Another Coldplay record, Rush of Blood to the Head. Definitely has more of their hits on it. Songs like In My Place, Politic, Scientists, Clocks, like just a bunch of hits on this thing. Here is the inside. Little picture of them recording. It's a plain black disc. Very good album, actually. Listen to this one front to back a lot of times, and my favorite song on it is probably Clocks. And now one of the more one of the more sought after records that I have in my collection, Death Grips, The Money Store. I had to use the little censored thing. This is what I like to call the censorship sleeve. Here's the front, here's the back. Death Grips, experimental hip-hop trio consisting of MC Ride, Zach Hill, and Flatlander. There's MC Ride's eyeball. I'm assuming it's MC Ride. Desk, and there is a page with all the lyrics. There's that. And this record pressing is actually split black and white, just like the album cover. So, yeah. Definitely a nice deal. I got this thing 50% off on Amazon, so shout out to Amazon. Jeff Bezos out here doing work, man. A song I would pick from this thing, probably Punk Weight. Foo Fighters, greatest hits. Band started by the drummer for Nirvana, Dave Grohl. Absolute genius, by the way. I love Dave Grohl. I love him so much. Here's the front, here's the back, inside, look at that band picture. Double LP. Yep, double LP action. There's a little live pictures, and we got that black disc. Great band. Dave Grohl's an absolute genius. Rest in peace to Taylor Hawkins, by the way. Love that man with all my heart. So sad to see him go. Favorite song on this thing is probably, oh god, there's a lot of good ones. I can't pick one, but if I had to choose a few, it would be All My Life, Times Like These, Monkey Wrench, The Pretender, and Breakout. Gojira, Le Font Sauvage, French metal band. I don't really know what subgenre to like categorize them as, because they're very they can be very technical, they can be very fast, very groovy, so we're kind of just in between. Here's the inside of the record. I've actually haven't seen the inside of the record in a long time, so that was a little bit of a surprise to me. And what's cool about this record is that it is orange. Look at that. Very nice color. It also runs on 45 instead of 33 RPM, so kind of a strange concept, but it's still really cool. One of my favorite albums ever. If I had to pick one from this album, it would probably be The Axe or Mouth of Kala. Still running on the Gojira train, this is Magma by Gojira. This album is an absolute classic. It is like Gojira, just as a whole, they're one of the greatest modern metal bands of all time. I say modern because like a lot of the good metal bands were like active in the 90s and the 80s, but like Gojira was in their prime like in 2014, and 2020 was a big year for them too. Classic black disc. Here's the back, here's the front. One song off this thing, probably Only Pain or Magma. Those are some good ones. We're at the end of the Gojira ride. This is Fortitude by Gojira. Possibly their most critically acclaimed record. It actually almost won a Grammy last year. Really solid album. Not their best. I feel like Magma should have won a Grammy, but it didn't. So yeah, here's the front, here's the back, and here's the little paper inside. I kind of neglected to like show the paper on the inside, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. It just has the lyrics on all of them. This one is a see-through black kind of. You can see my face through it. One song off this thing that I would choose is probably the first song, Born of One Thing. Wait, no, it's Born for One Thing. My fault. And now we're entering on the Green Day train, which is longer than the Gojira train. Probably the longest train I have. And the first one we have to present is Dookie, known as an instant classic to anyone who's fans of 90s music. Green Day, pop-punk band from California. One of my favorite bands of all time. The first band I actually considered to be my favorite. And this is known as their magnum opus. It just sucks that the stuff they've been releasing these past few years have been
not great.
Yeah, there's a lot of good songs on this thing. If I had to choose one, it would probably be When I Come Around or Pulling Teeth. Those are the two that I can like say are my favorite. Next on the Green Day train, Insomniac. This is the 25th anniversary edition. Very shiny. I like it a lot. One of my favorite albums of all time. Plain black. Shiny, shiny everywhere. Favorite song on this thing though. There's so many good ones. Jaded is good. No Pride is a good one too. Panic Song. Stewart in the Avenue. Just all the songs on these, all the songs on this thing is amazing. Like, it's just awesome. Continuing on the Green Day train, Nimrod. One of the most underrated albums of all time. We got a picture of the band tied up by duct tape or something. You know the deal. Plastic black vinyl. Favorite song? Probably Platypus, I Hate You. That is a really good song. Nice, fast Green Day song. Doesn't happen very often. Giving all my love to you. And almost ending the Green Day train. There's one more record on the Green Day train, but it is 21st Century Breakdown, released in 2009. Green Day's more popular album. You know the deal. Classic. And one pick off this thing, there's probably multiple picks. Like Christian's Inferno's a good one. Restless Heart Syndrome is a really good song. Murder City is a good one too. It gives me so much nostalgia because this is like one of the only albums that I listened to for like back in 6th grade. This is like one of the only albums I listened to. So this one holds a special place in my heart. And ending the Green Day train, we got God's favorite band, Green Day's greatest hits. Of course, this was before Father of All. Thank God, because I hate that album. This is the inside, the back, classic. And favorite song on this thing, Green Day, in my opinion, is one of the most flawless bands of all time, besides like maybe 3 or 4 records. God, there's so many good songs on this thing, I swear. Green Day in the 90s was something else, man. Favorite songs, though, probably like Minority and Hitchin' a Ride and American Idiot, and God, there's just, oh, Bang Bang is a good one too. Like, that's one of my favorite, like, more recent Green Day songs. But there's just so much good stuff on this thing.
Overlook, yes sir. Now is Kanye the most overbooked? Yes sir.
Alright, Green Day train is over. We're moving on to Ye, formerly known as Kanye West. This is his first album, The College Dropout. Ye really needs no introduction. Everyone knows who he is. He's the inventor of the Yeezys. He makes music, obviously. He produces. He's just a very talented man. Favorite off this thing, though, Last Call is a really good. Last Call, Family Business, and I want to say Spaceship. Those are some good freaking songs. And speaking of Ye, this is the collaborative project between Kid Cudi and Ye. This is titled Kids See Ghosts. Kid Cudi, I don't really like him personally, but that's just my opinion. I don't really know much about him either. This is a translucent pink vinyl. This is one of the more unique ones that I have. This is Kids See Ghosts. Little cute little rap project that Kid Cudi and Ye made. Favorite song on this thing is probably Fourth Dimension or Free/Ghost Town Part 2. Now this next record is probably the most expensive one that I have. It's not expensive yet, but I see in a few years, like, this is one copy out of only 750 in the entire world. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty rare. This is Kublai Khan, Texas, with Balancing Survival and Happiness. Kublai Khan, Texas is a hardcore metal band from, obviously, Texas. And they're known for their aggressive sound and style. I love them so much. I've seen them live a few times. So what's cool about this record is that it is a translucent white with pink splashes on it. Take a look at that beauty. They deserve way more love in the heavy metal community because they're just so freaking good. Like, people do not understand, man. Favorite song on this thing, definitely The Guilty Dog. I know it's the most played one, but it's the best.
It's just one of those days, feeling like a freight train. First one to complain, leaves with the bloodstain.
Next up, Limp Bizkit with Chocolate Starfish and Hot Dog Flavored Water. Limp Bizkit is a new metal band. I don't really know where they're from. This is what I think their best album. Has a lot of their hits on it, like My Generation, Hot Dog, and who can forget Rollin'. This one has also an orange vinyl. Take a look at that. Favorite song on this thing is definitely Hot Dog. Guys, we're about halfway through, so I'm just going to need you to keep it together for the next couple minutes. I appreciate it. Thank you. Next up, a one that everyone has, Metallica, Ride the Lightning. My favorite Metallica record. Metallica is used to be thrash metal band. Saint Anger and Load and Reload just, oh god. Anyways, classic Black. Favorite song on this thing is definitely the first track, Fight Fire with Fire. And over here, we got Master Puppets, another one that everyone has. I cannot deny how great this album is. Black Record, probably the most iconic metal album of all time. Maybe besides the Black Album. Favorite song on this thing? God, there's a lot of good ones. Battery, Sanitarium, Disposable Heroes. Those three alone are just amazing.
Today, found my friends are in my head.
Alright, and we got Nirvana. I don't really know if it's like a greatest hits kind of thing. I just kind of saw it at Target and I was just like, you know what, I'll cop it. And this record I actually haven't played yet. I just kind of bought it to have it. But I'll play it one day. Classic Black. And my favorite song on this thing, God, I gotta say In Bloom, or like maybe The Man Who Sold the World. Like they've got some really good freaking songs, guys. It's actually kind of crazy. All right, guys, it's time to use the censorship sleeve again. Hope y'all don't mind. Okay, so this record I kind of just randomly found. I was super surprised to find it, though, because I never thought I'd find something like this. But this is Pantera's Far Beyond Driven. You see it's censored right there. That's because it is a butthole. The original album cover, which is actually inside of this thing, it's like a skull with a drill through it. This is a butthole with a drill on it. So, yeah, there's that. See the inside. Look at that. Double LP. Pantera Far Beyond Driven. Probably their best album. There is some good freaking songs on this thing. Like, Strength Beyond Strength. Like, the first 3 songs are just instant classics. And then we have Slaughtered and 25 Years and Thrones of Rejection. Like, those songs are just awesome. And, like, this is a really, really good album. And we got another Pantera album. This is Reinventing the Steel. This album, I like it. It's just not Pantera's best. Like, out of the 5 that they released, like, you know, not including the glam metal stuff, this is definitely the worst. But it's still a good album. Don't get me wrong. Plain black disc. Favorite song on this thing is probably there's some good stuff. Yesterday Don't Mean Shit is good. It Makes Them Disappear is also really good. And those 2 are just good songs. And keeping the Pantera train going, we got their Decade of Domination little compilation that they have at Walmart. Kind of forgot to introduce them. Pantera is a metal band from Texas. Honestly, I consider them the best band to come out of Texas. They are one of the only metal bands that had an album #1 on Billboard. So it's a really big accomplishment, especially for a metal band. This one, in particular, has a black see-through one, like Fortitude. Look at these songs, bro. Tell me a song on there that isn't a banger. I'll wait. That's right, you can't. You can't tell me. Favorite song, though, probably, This Love. That is a really good song. This Love is a good song. So, yeah, Pantera. This one is Rage Against the Machine, self-titled album. Rage Against the Machine is a kind of a rap metal band, I'd say. This is the disc. It is a picture of the album cover for both sides, but really, really good album. Like, probably one of the best debut albums of all time. Bomb Track, Killing in the Name, and Take the Power Back. Those 3 songs in a row. Those are the first 3 songs on the album, and they are instant classics. Those 3, Bullet in the Head is also a really good one, and Freedom, which is probably my favorite song on this thing. Alright, guys, we got everyone's favorite German band, Rammstein, with Mutter. This is a industrial metal band from Germany, and this album is definitely one of their best. Here's the inside. Ignore the kind of strange whatever that is. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, double LP. Here's one of the records. You know the drill. And it comes with this little booklet thing. It's like a band introduction, but it also has a lot of strange pictures in them. Like that and these things, I guess. Favorite song on this thing though, probably Sona. Keeping the non-American bands up, we got Sepultura with Chaos AD. Sepultura is a Brazilian thrash metal band, easily one of the best thrash metal bands of all time. Max Cavalera is an absolute madman. I love him to death. Black Disc. Favorite songs on this thing though? There's so many good ones. There's Refuse Resist, Territory, Slave New World. Those 3 songs are just amazing. Propaganda's a good one. Biotech is Godzilla. A fast song on this album. Manifest is a really good one too. And they also have like kind of a demo side too. They have Chaos BC, Symptom of the Universe, Inhuman Nature, Policia. Just all types of good stuff on this record. Love it! And keeping up with the Max Cavalera rush, Soulfly, Ritual. This is his band. It is from Phoenix, groove metal band. Had Mark Rizzo in it. I actually really like Mark Rizzo as a guitarist. Zion Cavalera is crazy on drums too. As I was saying, this album is amazing. I also have a little flex. You can see that I've gotten some picks and some drumsticks from Soulfly. I have seen Soulfly 4 times. This is a gold pressing of Ritual by Soulfly. Literally the first half of the album. Like, just these songs right here. Those are the goodies. And now it's time for my favorite record of all time. System of a Down, self-titled. This album, if it was a person, I would marry it. For those of you who don't know, System of a Down is a new metal band from California. California has made some good freaking music. Alright? Good. I love System of a Down. They're my favorite band of all time. Video ranking their songs is coming soon, actually. If we look in here, here's the front and back of that. And the black record. You know the deal. Favorite song on this thing? All of them, bro. All of them. Literally all of them. Like, there is no song on this thing that is below an 8 out of 10. Like, dude, I'm talking too much. And now we have the most famous System of a Down album, Toxicity. Another stellar System of a Down album. Like, they have not released a single bad album, I swear to God. Even the EP was good. Like, the Protect the Land thing, that was crazy. But yeah, System of a Down's Toxicity. This has so many famous songs on it. Like, the self-titled song, and Chop Suey, and Aerials. Like, this is the album that got System of a Down where they are today. Favorite song on this thing is definitely Deer Dance. Steal This Album. Another System record. Yet again, another amazing, amazing album. I would kiss every single System of a Down member. And that's on God. Oh yeah, this is a double LP, by the way. So, there's that. Shout out to Elliot, who bought me this for my birthday. This is one of my favorite gifts I've gotten for my birthday so far. But favorite song on this thing is probably ADD. Alright, and still going with the System of a Down, we got Mesmerized. This is my least favorite System of a Down album, but it's still good, don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. Still a really freaking good album. And it's just, it's got my least favorite System of a Down song on it. My favorite on this thing is unironically Cigarro. And to complete my flex for having every single System of a Down record, well, every single possible one, once the EP drops on vinyl, I'm getting that stat. Here's the front, here's the back. And the record. All the System of a Down records I love for separate reasons. There's just some that I love more than the others. God, favorite song on this thing, though. There's a lot of good stuff on here. Dreaming is a good one. Kill Rock and Roll is a good one. Stealing Society. Tentative. Like that's those songs alone. Holy Mountains. And Soldier Side. Like, All those songs are crazy. I love all those songs. Hey, you still with me? Good, we're almost done.
Off into space, space ride.
Drunk, Thundercat. Thundercat is a bass player from California. In my opinion, probably the best bass player ever. This is a box set, actually. Here's the front, here's the back. And it comes with 4 separate LPs. So there's that. All of them are 45 RPM. And all of them are red. So very interesting packaging that we have here. This is definitely my favorite like non-heavy metal album. Thundercat, Drunk, good freaking album. Favorite song on this thing, however, oh god, Inferno, 3 AM, Friend Zone, A Fan's Mail. Oh god, there's so many good stuff on here. Jamil's Space Ride is actually, it's too short, but it's a good song. Pause! Everyone owns this record. Everyone who collects vinyl has this record specifically. I have no idea why. Actually, I do have an idea why, because it's a good freaking record. Shut up! I'm gonna go beat their ass. Sorry, I had some business to take care of, but I'm talking about Igor by Tyler, the Creator. A lot of people love this album. Can totally see why. I love Tyler, the Creator, man. He's such a funny dude. So here is the record. Classic black. You know the deal. You know the deal. And favorite song on this thing? Probably Igor's theme. Igor's theme is a good one. New Magic Wand, everyone thinks is good, and I do too. And Are We Still Friends? So now I have successfully went through every single record that I have.
Oh my god! Wow!
At least at this point of time. I don't know how frequently I'm going to be making videos like this, but it was really fun. It just took a really long time to make. It's about 50 minutes of recording. So I'm going to go edit this thing out, and hopefully it turns out to be good. So yeah, I will see you guys then. Bye-bye. See ya.